If tonight is a moment of silence, then please let me whisper this. Perhaps you're lying there, the light turned off, the room silent, but deep inside, hundreds of things remain unspoken. Maybe you are exhausted after carrying the weight of a long day. Maybe your eyes are red from silent thoughts, or maybe you do not even know what you are feeling anymore. Only that your heart feels empty, adrift, like a tiny leaf in the swirling currents of life. But tonight, please pause for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly. Let this whisper reach the deepest part of your soul. This is more than a prayer. This is a homecoming, a return to the gentle embrace of the one who always waits for you. No judgment, no rushing, no requirement that you must be strong, successful, or appear okay. You only need to be yourself, weary, fragile, tangled, and ready to rest in your Father's arms, like a child who has wandered too far and now just wants to be held. Did you know there is one quietly entering your room without knocking? He does not come with noise. He does not hurry. He stands there as a loving father with eyes full of love and arms always open. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. That is not just a promise. It is a sacred truth inviting you in this very moment. The peace God gives is not the temporary calm the world offers. It does not depend on your circumstances. It does not vanish in disappointment, and it does not withdraw when you feel weak. It is an underground stream, a gentle breeze, the breath of life in the silent night. Can you let go, even just a small portion of the heaviness you are carrying? You do not have to bear it all by yourself. Oh Lord, please come and hold us, every trembling soul, every nameless pain, every unanswered question. Tonight, you do not need to do anything. No need to try harder. No need to be stronger. You only need to be present. Be here and breathe with me. Breathe with the gentle presence of the Creator. Feel His arms unseen, yet truly surrounding you. Listen to His voice, not thunderous, but soft, like the midnight dew falling on your heart. Welcome home, not a physical place, but back to where you belong, God's heart, where no one can reject you, where you are loved unconditionally, where you can rest your head without fear of judgment. Tonight, if you can say only one thing before drifting into sleep, please say, "Here I am, Lord. I am weary, but I believe you are holding me, and that is enough." That is the beginning of a journey of healing, not by your strength, but by God's grace. Do you hear that gentle declaration? It is the peace from our Heavenly Father, unlike any peace the world can offer. When the world pours anxiety and unrest into you, and sleep is stolen by chaotic thoughts, God's peace comes like a fresh wind in the dark night. The world gives you worry. God gives you rest. When everything around you is chaotic and your mind is overwhelmed, the peace of the Creator is there like a clear stream, seemingly light, but enough to wash away every worry. He whispers life in the darkness and becomes your refuge amid the storms of your soul, a place without judgment, without demands for perfection, only full love and boundless mercy. Imagine you are a small boat in life's storm. Regardless of the raging waves, there is a harbor waiting. That harbor is not distant. It is your Father's arms where you can anchor, rest, and be healed. The world gives you worry. God gives you rest. This is not an empty phrase, but a truth you can invite into your life right now. God's peace does not depend on circumstances. It is not shaken by changes in the outside world. Whether you face loss, disappointment, financial stress, or broken relationships, His peace remains like light, piercing through the darkness, not glaring, but pure. He whispers, life in the night. He is your shelter in the storms of the soul, a warm blanket in the long nights of sleeplessness. You may ask, how do I grasp that peace? It is simple. Pause, release all burdens. Let your heart align with the sacred breath of the Creator. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gently. Each breath a step into peace. Each breath is a gentle invitation. Let me hold you. Let me comfort you. Let me rest in you. You know, the peace He offers is a gift. You do not need to be worthy. You don't need to achieve anything, to be perfect, to be excellent. You only need to accept His invitation. Yes, accept. By opening your heart, by saying, Father, I hand over every anxiety within me to you. And so gently, each worry can be laid down. Each burden can be released. Each fear can be exchanged with the affirmation, you are my peace. Then, that peace will quietly flow in your soul, like a crystal stream lacing into every shadowed corner. When you close your eyes, you do not sink into the dark night of worry, but into the loving arms of the one who always looks toward you. When the worries in your mind still whirl, let the sacred breath pierce them, and feel each drop of peace pouring into your heart. Those words, gentle as midnight dew, like thin silk wrapping around your soul. That is enough. No more is needed. Just peace, the Father's whisper, into your soul, covering you with subtle peace. Troubles soften, worries ease. Surrender becomes natural. Like the first breath of sleep, you begin to feel light as a little bird finding its rest. You might picture nature to connect, peace, like a moonlit lake, silent, still, like a summer breeze over your heart, cool, calm, like the dawn of hope breaking after a long night. Let Him whisper, Beloved, my peace is unconditional. You only need to receive, and if inside you remains doubt, bring it before Him. Cry if you need to, sob if you need to, but still believe He will hold me. He will not let me go. When you release, you lose nothing. You entrust to the Father, and He will keep for you an eternal treasure of peace. Part 2 closes with a gentle invitation. Breathe in, breathe out. And even if you feel a tiny weariness in your soul, know that God's peace is right beside you. He is watching you, waiting for you to rest. Accept that invitation with just one slow breath, a small faith, a nod of the heart. Dear Father, I am here in the silence of the late night, when all the sounds have softened, leaving only my quiet breath. I no longer try to hide. I cannot hide anymore. You know every detail of my heart, the things I dare not confess, the vulnerabilities I often mask with a forced smile. Tonight, I do not come to be strong. I come to be honest. I come to breathe with you, to release every muscle tense from worry, to drop every burden that has weighed me down for days, to be small, to be called your child, in the gentle arms of the Father. Dear Father, there are nights when I am so weary, I cannot sleep, not because my body does not need rest, but because my mind refuses to quiet. A torrent of questions whirl. What will tomorrow bring? Where will I find the money I need? Is my family well? Am I doing well enough? Is someone in need of me that I do not know? And worst of all, is there someone sad because of me? Those questions are like stones thrown into the peaceful lake of my heart, sending ripples that steal my peace. I place all of that at your feet. I do not hide. I do not neatly box them. I hand over to you all the chaos of my heart, the unanswered things, the unfinished efforts, the things I try but cannot control. Father, I know I cannot carry it all alone. I need you, not only in the urgent moments, but in every small moment. I need you, even when I don't know. I need you. And tonight, in this space, not in church, not in a crowded gathering, just me and you, I want to speak from my heart. Father, I am weary. I do not need more of my own strength. I need you to be the place where I can rest. I open my heart, inviting you to come and hear the faint heartbeat within. I invite you into every room of my mind, the room of financial worry, where I have calculated, and yet I still feel lack. The room of family, where love sometimes cracks and feels heavy. The room of illness, where my body, or those I love, suffer pain. The room of sleep, where I once feared the dark and dreaded nightmares returning. Father, please enter each of those rooms. Do not hurry, do not judge, just be present. I believe that just your presence will illuminate every room. One ray of light from you will shine into the deepest darkness within me. And if there is anything I need to surrender, even if it is difficult, please help me to give it completely. I surrender my worry about money when my pockets are empty and the bills keep piling up. Father, be the one who provides not only material provision, but also faith and trust. I surrender to you the relationships that ache things I cannot heal with my words or actions alone. Father, be the connector, the healer, who mends every crack with your perfect love. I surrender to you memories I have buried, childhood wounds, painful words, looks that made me doubt my worth. Father, heal even what I cannot remember, but still affects me each day. I do not want to carry those into sleep anymore. I want to rest gently, like a child. Not because I am weak, but because I know I am in the arms of a strong Father. Father, breathe into me the breath of peace, a gentle wind passing through my veins, into every tired cell. This breath does not need to be loud. It may arrive like a mist, like a calm heartbeat. Yet I ask that it be strong enough to push aside fear, gentle enough to lull me into peaceful sleep. Father, in this moment, I do not need hurried answers. I need your presence. I do not pray that everything be immediately okay, but I pray to trust that you hold all things, and you are holding my hand in this journey. I know that faith is not always about feelings. Many times, I do not feel you near, but my heart still chooses to believe. I believe that you have never left. I believe that even in the darkest night, when all I hear is the heaviness in my heart, you are still seated beside me, silent, but present, because you love. Father, please remove everything that robs my rest each night. Past mistakes, words I wish I had not spoken, lost opportunities, unnamed regrets. Touch every deep layer of my soul, places where no one else can reach. I invite you into those places, into every corner of darkness I once hid, that your light may fill them. Father, there are nights when I fear sleep, because sleep is no longer rest, but a place where haunting thoughts return, nightmares with no clear shape, leaving emptiness and confusion upon waking. Father, dispel every darkness. Cover me with the warm blanket of your life, so my soul may be comforted, truly at rest in absolute safety. Father, guard my mind where doubts still whisper, I am not good enough. I do not deserve. No one needs me. Father, speak louder than those words. Let your voice, the voice of the one who loves me with an eternal love, echo in my mind. You are my beloved child. I am pleased with you. I am here for you. Father, Teach me to give without holding back, to trust without demanding understanding, to receive your peace as a gift, not as a reward to earn. For I realize no one can give me that except you. No one can touch the deepest part of my soul. Only you, the one who formed me from dust, the one who knows every heartbeat, every tear, every quiet thought within me. Father, I declare victory in your name over every fear, whatever form it may take. I declare victory over stolen sleep, over restless nights, over anxiety for the future, over silent loneliness I dared not name. I declare that I belong to you, and therefore I am safe, I am loved, I am sheltered. Even if tomorrow brings uncertainties, tonight, right now, I choose to rest in your arms. I do not need to understand your plan fully. I just need to know you are holding my hand and never letting go. And when I close my eyes, I want my sleep to be an act of surrender, a true resting, not just for body, but for soul. I want to be cocooned in your warm presence, like a child nestles into their father's embrace. No explanation needed, only your presence. Father, keep me through the night. Let your breath infuse every breath of mine. Let your voice continue to whisper as I sleep, that my soul may still be nourished. And if anything stirs within me during the night, let it not be worry, but a reminder, you are still here. You are still holding me. You still love me unchangingly. Father, thank you for never growing weary of hearing me. Thank you for being here, quietly yet powerfully. Thank you that in all the uncertainties, one thing remains certain. Your love for me is steadfast and unchanging. Now I will close my eyes, not to escape, but to rest in you, that your peace may become the place where I sleep securely, that my soul may whisper, I believe, I surrender, I receive. Your peace is mine. I am not just coming to you with prayers for myself. The love you poured into my heart is so great, so full, that I cannot keep it just for me. Tonight, as I sit here or lie quietly in your sacred presence, I want to lift to you those I love, those I know, and those I have never met, but who are burdened by pain. I pray that you come to those who are lonely, even in their homes, those who may live amid laughter, lights, and conversation, but inside are emptiness. They do not speak of it, but you know. Please enter that space with your gentle love. Whisper, I am here, so they no longer feel invisible in life. I pray for those who are hurting, not only physically, but deeply within, in pain that medicine cannot heal. Please touch them as Jesus touched the leper, the lame, the hemorrhaging woman, not with disgust or fear, but with powerful, loving touch. Let your touch reach every wound, every crack, every place dried up by loss of hope. Father, I know there are souls standing at the edge of despair, where they feel ending may be easier than continuing. Hold them, Father. Grip their hand firmly. Let your voice ring louder than all lies in their minds. You are precious. Your life matters. I redeemed you at great cost. You are the giver of life. Revive what has withered. I remember the mothers weeping for their children, fathers hiding tears behind strong looks, children in hospitals who do not understand why they suffer, elderly in quiet rooms no one calls by name. I cannot reach each one. I cannot heal each one, but I know you can. Father, touch and stay with them. Father, be the blanket of peace covering every trembling body in the night. Let the warmth from you soften hearts turned to stone by pain. Let your love be the small flame in the thick darkness, then light up their room, not with electric light, but with the light of your presence. I pray for those working through the night, doctors, nurses, drivers, laborers, security guards, those awake because of their work. Guard them, grant them new strength, alertness, and let them know you see them, even when no one thanks them or notices their quiet service. May they receive encouragement from you and see their worth through your loving eyes. I think of those far from home students abroad, migrant workers, those who cannot return due to circumstances. They long for home, for family, familiar meals, the scent of their homeland. Father, be a home in their souls. Let them know that wherever they are, they can still be held in your arms. Father, I pray for those wounded by those they love, hearts shattered by betrayal, dreams crushed by harsh words. Heal what is broken. Grant them the forgiveness that humans cannot offer. Bring restoration, not to return things to old ways, but to begin something new, better and stronger. I pray for those waiting for miracles, awaiting test results, someone's return, a door to open, an answer from you. Father, give them peaceful waiting, not in tension, but in trust. So when the miracle comes, they recognize your hand prepared everything. And if tonight someone cries alone from grief, from loss, from not knowing what to do, wrap them in a very tight embrace as you have held me. Let them sense you even just a faint warmth, a peaceful presence, a small whispered voice in the heart. I know, I am here. You are not alone. Father, nothing is too small before you. No pain is overlooked. No tear is shed in vain. I believe that in this prayer, not only my soul is touched, but other souls are lifted, tears dried, wounds anointed for healing. Let your love flow like an unending river, reaching every person, every circumstance, every thirsty heart, not because we deserve it, but because you are gracious. Let your peace become the blanket, covering the night, dispelling the cold, lulling us into restful sleep. Father, I do not only desire to feel peace, I want to proclaim faith, because there are times when emotions are not enough to keep me steady. But faith in you, is the anchor strongly set amid life's storms. Tonight, I choose not to follow feelings. I choose to stand upon your unchanging promise. I declare, I am the beloved child of God. I am not defined by failure, by wounds, or by past. I am defined by your unconditional love, a love that does not come, then go. Love in good times and withdraw when I am weak, but steadfast, eternal, unchanging love. I have loved you with an everlasting love, so I draw you with unfailing kindness. I confess, I am not consumed by darkness. No matter how thick the darkness, your light still shines. Even if I cannot see the way out, your eyes have never left me. You are not limited by darkness, for you are the light. You are lamp for my foot and light for my path. Father, I know. Faith does not mean absence of fear. Faith is choosing to trust you amid fear, saying, I believe even while my heart still trembles, walking even when I cannot see the road, letting go of what I once held tightly, to hold your hand steadfast, unchanging. I repeat in my mind and let it seep into every vein, every thought. I believe, I surrender, I receive. I believe that you are the Father of life. I surrender everything I cannot control. I receive peace from heaven, peace beyond all understanding. I believe that you are working, even if I do not see. I surrender the unseen portion of my life, the future, dreams not yet fulfilled. I receive wisdom, strength, and rest from you. I repeat, I believe. I surrender. I receive. I do not need to see a miracle to believe. Faith in itself is a miracle. I do not need all the answers. Surrender itself is the answer. Father, on days I feel unworthy, remind me my value does not come from what I do, but from the one who formed me. On days I feel small, remind me I am held in the hands of the Almighty. On days I wander, remind me your word is my compass, my lighthouse, my guiding light in darkness. And when temptation draws near, temptation to doubt, to worry, to blame, to close off, let you be the clearest voice in my mind. Be you the source of strength for me to stand firm. Be you the armor I wear before each dark night, because I am child of the light. I am no longer a victim. I am a victor. In Jesus' name, I am no longer bound by the past. I am a new creation, renewed each day. I no longer walk in the darkness of fear. I walk in the light of life. And even if the world shakes, even if people change, even if circumstances shift, your word is the solid rock I cling to. Come unto me, and I will give you rest, not temporary rest, but deep rest where the soul finds home. The mind is healed, the heart restored. Father, I do not walk alone. You are before me, opening the way. You are behind me, protecting. You are beside me, accompanying. You are within me, alive. And tonight, I have no more doubt. Not because I clearly see the way, but because I clearly see you. Not because I know the future, but because I know the one who holds the future. I believe. I surrender. I receive. I believe I am beloved. I surrender everything to the Almighty. I receive peace, hope, and life. And if I wake tomorrow facing challenges, may I remember that this faith is not just for tonight, but for each new morning, each decision, each breath, because I know God is not only the God of the peaceful night, He is the God of every moment in my life. Now, when the night is deep, when outside noises have nearly faded, when my mind has slowly quieted after the long journey of whispers, prayer, and declarations of faith, I pause. Not because I have nothing more to say, but because my heart is full. I am slowly stepping into the sacred moment, the threshold between wakefulness and sleep, where my soul is most tender, most honest, most reachable. And there, I do not need to try harder. I do not need to do more or speak much. I only need to lie still and to let you hold me with your presence. Father, in this moment, it feels as though heaven and earth are calming alongside me. Perhaps outside, people still worry, cars still pass, streetlights still flicker. But here in this room, in this heart, is the silence of heaven, a silence that does not leave me empty, but fills me with something sacred, light and warm. Now, I do not need to look ahead with anxious eyes. I may close my eyes not to run away, but to entrust everything into your hands. I can breathe slower, deeper, as if each breath is an unspoken prayer, and each inhale and exhale is an act of surrender, a signal from a child choosing rest in the Father's arms. Father, I do not know what tomorrow will bring, but tonight I know one thing for certain. I belong to you, and that is enough for me to rest. I do not need to know how you will work. I just need to know who you are, the Father, the faithful one, the place where I can lay my head without fear of being abandoned. I do not need to force prayer. If my heart is at peace, you do not need me to speak more, because you already understand what I cannot express. You hear even the sigh, the soft sob, and the silence between words. Your love is not measured in words, but in the invisible yet enduring bond between father and child. And if in this moment someone is still awake, listening with me, trying to find peace after an overwhelming day. I pray your peace to flow over them too, like a gentle river, like a soft breeze passing through their heart, like a gentle light illuminating a dark corner. May you comfort them as you have comforted me. I also remember those who will wake tomorrow with heavy hearts. May this prayer, though small, sow a seed of hope in them, so when they rise from bed, they know they are not alone, that a presence holds their hand and walks with them through the new day. And if someone hears this now and their heart feels lighter, as though something has been released, keep that moment as a treasure. That is God touching you. And if you can share that touch with someone else, do not keep it just for yourself. Sow a word of comfort, a hug, a goodnight wish, because even that small thing may be a miracle to someone in need. Let everything of today float away with the night. Let the past sleep quietly. Let your heart soften, and let your soul enter sleep, like stepping into the Father's arms. No anxiety, no hauntings, no regrets, only presence and love. Now, I speak my final word of tonight, not an ending, but an offering, a small whisper, yet deep, full of faith, light as the breeze across a meadow before dawn. Dear Father, I rest in you. I believe. I surrender. I receive. Your peace is where I sleep peacefully. And if I dream nothing at all tonight, may I dream of you. Amen.